Hello my dear darlings, how are you today? I hope you're having an amazing day and thank you for watching. Today we're going to talk about sensuality and femininity and feminine charm again because you love that subject. I just noticed that. And we can talk about body language, how to have this really beautiful feminine effect with just your body language, like those mannerisms that certain women have, and that immediately when they enter a room everyone is looking at them. Immediately when you talk to them you're immediately charmed by their presence, their way of talking and everything. And I just prepared this video and I have some couple of tips for you, so if you want to know more, keep on watching. And I wanted to let you know that if you want to see more of my content, please subscribe down below. Also, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, which is at Lisa Hairstyle. So I noticed that something that they have all in common, all of those beautiful women, all of those immediately really charismatic and really charming, immediately sensual, they have this wow effect on people and they have this mysterious vibe. They do have this incredible body language, and most of the time when they talk to people they talk with an eye contact. It is really effective when you talk to someone, have an eye contact and really look at them in the eyes. It is really going to change everything. And I just noticed that when you have an eye contact you're really connected to the person and the person is immediately wow. The eyes have really a big power, and most people don't actually look at you in the eyes. Most people look at the nose or the mouth or anything else or anything in the room, because it's a little bit scary to look at people in the eyes because it's very like intimate kind of. And if you do it, then you're going to stand out from the rest of the people that are not doing it. The second tip, it would be smiling. I just noticed that a lot of people that are very charming, having this sensual charm, having this very nice effect, it's just smiling. Smiling brings so much positivity, so much joy. Charming, you're immediately charming and the other person is immediately drawn to you like a magnet. You are smiling, so the other person wants to just smile and be part of your life. You talk and you're a little bit shy, that's the trick from Marilyn Monroe. She does that trick of being like oh, and she's a little bit shy, and at the same time she's smiling, the big smile that everyone is drawn to her. That would be men, that would be women. It's so pleasant to be with her, to be in the same room as her. Wow, you feel so good with her, and it's because she's smiling a lot. If you want to appear very, very feminine and charming and having this sensual effect, it's really about doing this. Looking down, looking up, looking down, looking up. Sometimes you can do that almost like you're a little shy. It's just really brings your femininity to the next level, and it's really, really charming, especially if you want to charm someone, if you want to just have them, if you're just on a date and you want to be really charming, you want to charm the other person, hypnotize the other person, you have to be at the same time very confident about your body language, but not in a way that is really strong and too aggressive. You can be confident but at the same time being a little shy and feminine, and really moving in a way that is so soft and delicate. Everything has to be soft and delicate. Also, let's talk about mystery, because those women are very mysterious. Like when you want to be very feminine, very sensual, you want to be very mysterious. Don't talk too much about your life, especially when you don't know the people yet. Don't reveal too much detail about anything in your life. Stay mysterious, stay magnetic, an enigma. And some people would be like, wow, what is she doing? Who is she? Where is she? Like, what is her life? And also, it's really something that is very elegant, because certain things in your life has to stay private. Otherwise, certain people can use it against you. So being mysterious is just not revealing too much. Not revealing too much skin, not revealing too much detail about your life, not revealing, being very discreet. Being kind of like Angelina Jolie, she is a very mysterious. Being kind of like Marilyn Monroe by the time that she was there. She was very mysterious about her life. Also, another thing is having a pleasant voice. And I think it is important having a pleasant voice. When you see Marilyn, when you see all those very feminine women, they have a very pleasant voice. they're talking very slowly. You have to take your time to talk, to articulate really well. You're not too loud. Hairy breathe tone, almost like you're just breathing, and it's just so smooth. Those kind of voice. The voice that seems a little timid and shy and very delicate, almost like it's going to break. You know, it's very delicate, very dainty, very charming. And I think that's the most feminine voice. When you can have that, you can have a very, very feminine voice instead of having a very aggressive voice. Like, you see the difference? If I'm talking like this, if I'm talking in a feminine and sensual and beautiful way, and I'm taking my time, and my tone is a little bit slower, and even my voice is a little bit higher, it's almost like I'm talking in a cloud or something. Rather than if I'm talking like this really loudly and really quick and it's a little bit more aggressive. You know, you don't take your time to talk properly, and you don't take your time to breathe. You know, when you talk too quick, you don't take your time to breathe and to just have this time for yourself. Then posture. Of course, posture is important. I always say that posture is important. Having a nice posture, really sitting in a way, in a proper way, in a beautiful way, walking in a beautiful way, standing in a beautiful way with your shoulder up, really up. Don't be shy. Don't put your shoulder like this. Put your shoulder up. It's really something that we have to force ourselves to do. It's not something that comes naturally. Naturally, we want to be like this. But it's really amazing to just put your shoulder up and just have this beautiful posture, and crossing your arms like this. I think it's so feminine. Like, really be proper, and you know, it's always beautiful to see that a proper lady sitting posture, really amazing. It's part of your feminine charm, it's part of your allure, it's part of your elegance. Also, very delicate mannerism. It's really something that once you practice, it's going to become natural afterwards. It's that everything has to be very delicate. Everything that you touch a glass of wine in a very delicate way with your finger, in a very delicate way. You know, you take it, but it's so delicate. You don't take it like this, you take it like this, and everything stays delicate. You know, everything stays very charming, and you can even play with your shoulder a little bit, you know, like hello. When you see Marilyn Monroe, she's really, really naturally having this very delicate manners, very delicate mannerism. Everything that she touched, it's in a delicate way. Then also talking about the neck, because the neck is something very sensual, very delicate, very beautiful to show. If you have a beautiful neck with beautiful shoulder, you can really accentuate that, and you can really make that into like something beautiful. That's why I love to wear like other shoulder top, because it's really being sensual, being sexy without being like too much, without showing too much. So the neck is really something amazing. That's why you see a lot of beautiful, sensual, feminine women. They have the sensuality with just showing their neck on the side like this. They have their hair on the side, and it's just a little bit mysterious, you know, like with the neck. The neck is so sexy. I don't know. Also, something that is so mysterious and sensual. Everything is just having your half of your face covered. It's something that I love to do, and I didn't even notice that it was something very, very mysterious, sensual, and very feminine. Something that the women in the 50s were doing a lot, and it was just covering their face, you know, a little bit, and just talking like this. You can see just half of my face. I'm very mysterious talking like this. Of course, you're not gonna do that on purpose and just cover your face and just but you know, if you can have this maybe on a picture or something, or maybe if you talk a little bit, you know, when you touch your hair, touching your hair is also something very sensual. So when we touch our hair, it's also something that can be a little bit because we're nervous, or it can be something to attract the other person. For example, you're on a date, a man notices that because the hair are really something, you know, really feminine. I don't know, like especially long hair. And if you have your face half covered a little tiny bit like this, you just appear more mysterious. I don't know, like, you know, like this, just something that just immediately makes me think of the 50s icon also. Really the glamour, really the glamorous time when they were very, very glamorous. It was really like having the half of the face covered like this and really being, you know, very sensual, very like confident about their body language. So this trick is more about when you want to flirt a little bit, when you want to be more sexy and mysterious. It's half of your face is covered. Who is she? So as I said, playing with your hair, it's something also very sensual. You know, you can just play with your hair. It just have to be really natural. It just have to be something that just come with your body. The more you see beautiful women with a beautiful body language, the more you're going to practice it, imitate it, and then the more it's going to become natural. For example, I'm going to show you how to hold your glass like a lady properly and very in a feminine way. You see how I'm just taking my glass and I have a very good posture, and I even have a little bit of my hips on the side. I don't know, I don't do it on purpose, but I think it's kind of feminine. It's kind of showing your curves, and at the same time it's very elegant, you know. And you take your glass in a very feminine way, and I just say, like, you can look at my fingers, it's very delicate. And by the way, a glass of wine or a glass of champagne should be taken here, right here, not here, right here, because we don't want any finger right here. So it's just way more elegant to take it right here, and it's also way more like delicate, feminine to just drink your wine or your water or your glass of champagne or anything that you drink in this way. When you stand up because you want to go to the ladies' room, you take your time to stand up. You don't have to rush. Stand up in a very nice and delicate way, you know? Walk in a very delicate way and take your time to walk. The other person have to wait for you, you know? When you sit in a proper way, sit in a very delicate way, very feminine way, and the other person is going to notice all that, because body language is just something that is really, you can see it immediately. Even when you're just at home and you just lay on the bed, practice that to have this very feminine confidence, this confident aura that you just give, that is so feminine and sensual, and really at the same time feminine and sensual, and at the same time very elegant still. You know, you can be both. You have to adapt socially to any kind of situation actually. For example, if you are at a dinner and you are with multiple people, you want to act in a feminine way, but in a cute way, in an elegant way, very pleasant and smiling and everything. If you are at a date with a gentleman, that's another way. You want to still act feminine, you want to still act elegant, but you want to have at the same time this kind of sensuality, this kind of aura of flirting, you know? So it's not the same. You have to adapt a little bit. At the same time as when you want to dress, if you are going to really dressed up event, you have to really properly dress up. If you are going to a casual event, you have to be very casual. You're not going to be a little bit more sexy, like having your red dress, if you're going to a dinner with kids and friends and family. Of course, you would have to be even more on the elegant side and being very modest in that way. And if you are going to a date, if you're going with your husband, you can have a little bit more fun with being a little bit more sexy, a little bit more sensual. I think that femininity is so important for women. We don't have to forget it, and we have to also have our sexual energy still there. You know, we're still women, we're still feminine, we want to attract, but of course it has to be still in a tasteful way. You have to know your audience. Like if you would have to just be more on the cute side, or if you just have to be more on the elegant side, or if you just have to be more on the feminine and sensual side, you know, I think that all women can be all of these aspects, and I think it's so important to just know when you can be those kind of things. So if I want to say something about this video, think delicate, think soft movement. I even have a video about belly dance in case you want to just practice a little bit of your movement, because belly dance really helps you with being more feminine. So that's it for this video, beautiful darlings. I hope you liked it. I hope it was helpful for you. In case you want to know more video about feminine charm and everything, and even proper way of like body language and sitting and everything, let me know in the comments down below. I know you love those kind of videos, so that's why I love to do it for you. And don't forget to subscribe down below in case you want to see more of my video, and also follow me on my Instagram, which is at Lisa Hairstyle. Take care, and until next time, I'm giving you so much kisses. Goodbye.